What's up, guys? J Master here, and I'm doing the video I promised you guys, I think one video ago, and that was to kind of give you an idea of what I'm going to be doing for my latter videos. Right now, I'm going to be kind of giving you guys an idea of not only the categories I'm putting stuff into, what's in those categories, but also I'm going to show you guys how my videos are going to play out. The first category that I introduced, I'll show you. I have a couple of different items, and I'll kind of give you an idea. That'll show you what the video is going to be like, and the rest of the video is kind of going to be explaining what the categories are. So, first of all, I'm going to start this video very official. I'm going to do this just to save my own butt, because now I'm getting to survival techniques. I am no professional. I cannot consider myself a professional because there are guys that do this for a living, survival and stuff. So I have to say that right off the bat because it's very important. I don't want anybody saying well, Jay said that I could do this and it'd be okay. Because honestly, guys, I don't know what all the laws are about stuff. I'm basically teaching you guys how to survive in a lawless, governmentless society. So I mean, that's basically what I'm trying to teach you, because just in case, and also how to survive on your own just in case there's an emergency. I want to get that out of the way really quick. All the items I show you are at prices in California also. So if you live in Montana, these prices may be a little bit different. But normally if I have an item, I'll show you. I'll put it on like Amazon.com. If it's there, I'll show you guys that. I always put links down in the description bar. And also one other thing, I like to call this a disclaimer, is that all the entire the entire series I'm going to be doing is going to be based around a certain type of backpack. Carrying wise, and how I set up my rig and stuff. It's going to be set up around an Alice pack. So, you can have a Mountaineer's pack, you can have whatever you want. Just know that, a lot of this stuff you may not be able to carry, and you may not be able to carry all of it if you don't carry an Alice pack. So just remember that for this entire series. Another thing, I'm not trying to screw you guys over. I will never ask for money. Everything I show you guys will be on my own money, going out on trips and stuff, so don't worry about that. And all the sites I send you to are going to be legitimate sites, and so you don't have to worry about that either. Okay, so starting out, I'm going to explain to you guys the three different types of video sets I'm going to be doing. All of them are going to have their own categories. The first video set is going to be how to survive and prep for an invasion of an outside force. And why I'm doing this is because if you play, like I said in my last video, if you play Call of Duty, Russia invaded the U.S. And trust me, Russia is powerful enough to invade the U.S. Okay, so don't play this off like, oh, U.S. is the best badass force in the world, and no one can ever hurt us. Well, yeah, I mean, dude, honestly, most of our forces are outside of the U.S., so that's one thing you got to remember. So, know that. Then it's going to be how to survive in your home. What I mean by home survival is to survive in the house you're living in right now. Tools you should probably have on hand at all times, just in case. And then lastly is going to be, then the last critical one, I should say, is going to be evacuation. Now, at the beginning of a lot of my videos, I'll tell you if they can apply to all of them, just so I won't make repeat videos, so you don't have to worry about watching repeat videos. But basically, evacuation for an apocalyptic disaster, like a Mother Nature disaster or anything along those lines. You should always be prepared for all of those. Another thing I will teach you guys is I don't believe in bug-out bags. A bug-out bag is meant so because you're usually going to be going from one place to another where you're going to have supplies there. I teach how to make survival kits, and I suggest that no matter what, survival kit or survival pack, that you should build survival packs, not bug-out bags. Okay, because you may not need to survive on your own. But for starters, this first one, I have these 4 items. This is going to be how my video is going to be structured, so just give you guys an idea for future reference. So let's just get started really quick. I think I've hit everything, and I hope I did. So the first thing, this is how my videos are going to be structured, and this is actually in a category I will hit in more. First category is tools. Now, what is a tool? Well, a tool is a tool that you use for things like fixing and when you need tools. I know that's kind of redundant, but I mean, there's no really other way to describe it. So I mean, if you don't know what a tool is, you probably should go on, somewhere and look up what a tool is. But as you can see here, my first tool that I carry with me is a pry bar. I call this a universal tool. You can use it for a lot of different things. You're probably thinking, wow, it's a really small pry bar. Well, I'll have to tell you guys, size does not matter. I know a lot of you guys are like, what size does matter? Well, no, not in this case. Because right here, this thing is made to have a leverage, to be able to pull leverage. I don't need a 40-foot pry bar to open a door. I could open any door with just this thing. Because, I mean, all I have to do is have a leverage point. I can pop stuff open. I have a claw on each end that I can pull nails out. And also, when in doubt, with that, we'll go through a skull. So, skull spike like on the other end of a tomahawk, kind of like just that same kind of thing. Next is screwdrivers. Actually, that pry bar is actually something I do keep in my actual pack. These screwdrivers are not. I'm just showing you guys screwdrivers, just give you an idea of something you should have in your pack. I actually have I have a toolkit in my backpack. Terribly sorry. I don't like digging out all my stuff out of my Alice pack that I have pre-made, just because of the fact that, let's say tonight I need to evacuate for some reason. I don't want to have my stuff strewn from heck to breakfast. But this is just kind of a representation of what tools I have. I have a Phillips, and then I also have a flathead. I don't know how many times I've been out surviving somewhere that I've wanted a tool, and these actually tools can be multiple things. Other tools you want to carry with you are probably going to be wrenches and stuff like that, and I'll go into that later on. But let's say you needed to fix a car. I know you can't fix a car with this, or you need to fix a generator or a water pump. I know these 2 tools alone cannot fix it, but with other tools they can, so that's one thing. And also, a classification that I classify as a tool is some sort of magnification device. This in turn is a scope. I do own guns. I will never show you my guns. I will never put my guns on Facebook or anything like that, or on my Facebook page. You will never see it because I don't want people knowing what I got. That's my business, is my business only, and if you know what I have, you have to personally know me. So this is a scope. If you don't have a gun, you can get a pair of binoculars, but I would suggest buying a gun no matter who you are, because you never know when you're going to need a gun. This one's really a good distance scope. I have it on a really big gun because, as you can see, it's a pretty big scope. And what can scopes be used for in binoculars? Well, they can be used for scouting, reconnaissance, finding out if there's any enemies nearby, and if you get somewhere high up and you're looking for a place to stay that's, a nice area, like, so you can survive in, you have your scope so you can be like, oh, that looks nice over there, and oh, there's a Russian right there, oh crap. So that's what you always want to carry this with, because, I mean, even it can be a rangefinder, it can be only a 4-power scope. As long as it has some sort of magnification, you'll be good. Now that's kind of how my videos are going to be structured. It's just going to be a lot more stuff, and anything that you need, any links you need will also be down in the description, so don't worry. And sorry, I'm moving around a lot. My back and neck really hurt today. But now I'm just going to hit the classifications really fast, kind of bust them out as fast as I can. Next is going to be hygiene. Hygiene is also very important. I have toothpaste here. I have floss. These 2 things are very important to surviving anywhere, no matter what the problem is. Hygiene can lead to staph infections. If you have bad hygiene, I mean, you lead to staph infections and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you have, the proper hygiene things, and I'll go through that kind of stuff. Next up is identification. What is in your wallet? What things do you need in your wallet in case of an emergency? You don't think about it, but it actually really is needed. So identification purposes, and also how to signal people just in case problems happen. Defensive. Do not think this is a kinky video all of a sudden. These things are handcuffs. They're useful. You can handcuff somebody, really easily. Let's say someone was trying to sabotage your project, a friend went crazy from, like, I don't know, wood madness, if that even exists, or you capture an enemy combatant, you have something to stop them with. If you can get close enough to a Spetsnaz to put something like this on him, I fear you more than God himself, because it's kind of hard to. But if you ever get it to a point where you are able to handcuff a Spetsnaz soldier in battle, please send me the picture, because I will bow down and worship you. But if you ever can, you always want to capture enemy units so you have a leverage tool. Next up on our list is Agua, and I will dedicate an entire video to just water. Why? Well, water is the source of all life. Without water, we wouldn't exist. We are something like 68% water. Kind of tell you something, right? So that kind of tells you something. This is going to be a very important section. No matter who you are, you should always watch anything about water and how to get it and how to purify it if need be. This is my hydration bladder. It's a very sexy hydration bladder, and this one right here I can put in the freezer and get really cold. It's insulated so I can use it. It's fast to clean, holds 2 liters. It also has the feature called the last drop, and makes it so that I can get all my water out this at once. I will hit more on this stuff and what not to do and what to carry with you in food canteens, etc., etc., etc. So this is actually $20 at Walmart, so that's pretty cool. Next up is going to be the what I like to call the mind off the situation section. And basically that's going to be stuff like carrying around, I don't know, I mean, I guess I can get your mind off the situation, also used for hunting. But try and get your mind off a situation. Playing cards, playing solitaire by yourself, you know, yeah, that's kind of sad and lonely, but when you're out in the middle of the woods trying to survive sometimes, trying to get your mind off of it really does help. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do things to keep your mind off of stuff, and also, you know, ways so you can have fun when you're trying to survive out in the woods. Next, utilities. I consider rope and matches utilities. They're not tools because you can't use them as a tool. Like, okay, you can't use them like a hand tool can, or a tool, like, in my classification of tool may be different, but utility, basically, I have what's called nylon rope here, and this is, for you guys out there that don't know what nylon cord is, it's basically paracord. You ever heard of that stuff? But the thing is, this is not parachute cord. It's 1,000 test nylon cord. I will probably use the term paracord because that's basically, it's just a larger version of what paracord is, but it holds more. If you don't know what it is, it's basically nylon cord wrapped in a protective coating that makes it so that it won't break or tear or strip. I actually use this stuff to tie stuff down to my Alice pack if need be. Good stuff. Always want to carry that. And then last but not least is what I call the personal flair section. The personal flair is what you want to carry on you because of certain reasons. It could be simply because, oh, I want to carry this with me because that's how this is what I think I need it for. I'm going to show you some stuff I carry in my bag personally that I use, and I'll tell you the reasons behind why I use it. But this is stuff you don't have to keep in your pack. It's just stuff I keep in my pack, and I'll tell you the reasons behind it, and I'll teach you guys how to limit yourself on personal flair items. You know, what not to carry, how to use stuff, and then also last but not least is first aid medication. I'm not. Another disclaimer, I am not a medical professional, but I'm going to teach you guys how to properly store medication and how to properly keep a good first aid kit just in case. No, I will not give a demonstration on how to fix a broken leg or anything like that, because I'm personally not going to break my own leg. But I think that's it. That is it. Okay, before I go, I just want to tell you guys, like I always say, ask questions, get answers. Research it yourself. You need to open your eyes, make sure you're getting the right information, don't accept the lies. I mean, conspiracy theorist type shit I'm talking about, but it basically is, because, you know, the media is not telling you everything. You need to know what is going on, people. I mean, we need to open our eyes, find out what's happening. You know, you don't want to be caught off guard. But these videos are going to help to teach you how to research properly and how to make sure that no matter if your guard's down or not, you're always ready to go. And I think that's it. that's all the stuff I have to show you, and then we will go into more explanation videos later on down the road, and tutorials and whatnot. So I hope you guys have an awesome day, and don't get hurt. Bye.